Hey guys, what's going on? Hytale Press here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about Hytale's anti-cheat system and some recommendations I have for them in terms of the way that they're going to be operating their client-side anti-cheat. Now, we aren't 100% sure they're going to have a client-side anti-cheat, but we're pretty sure at this point, considering the fact that they're developing their own game and there'd be no reason for them not to have a client-side anti-cheat, especially because, in the past they have had huge problems with cheaters on Hypixel. This new ability, they would obviously want to develop a client-side anti-cheat. So I want to talk a little bit about how exactly I think that they should do it and talk about the different methods that, games can use to regulate the cheating presence on their games. So in previous videos, I've touched on preventing cheats versus detecting cheats. Now, obviously, preventing cheats means that the person trying to run the cheat would not be able to because it's blocked by the anti-cheat, and detecting cheats is basically detecting it after the person is using the cheat. And I talked about this in reference to Watchdog and No Cheat Plus, and I talked about how the distinction's a little blurry because some people call anti-cheats cheat detectors, or cheat detectors anti-cheats, when in reality they're cheat detectors. But, other than that, I do want to give some recommendations to Hytale about what exactly I think the best way of detecting cheaters and preventing cheaters is going to be on their game. So first off, we'll start off by talking about cheat prevention, or anti-cheat, as Hypixel likes to call it. And we'll talk a little bit about the pros and cons of that. Now, pro of an anti-cheat, something that prevents cheats on Hytale, is that you're probably going to see very few hackers in-game just because, it's going to be more difficult to actually inject into Hytale. However, a major downside to the anti-cheat is the fact that, number one, it can't block all cheats from working because there's lots of different methods. It's not just injection. There's lots of different methods people can use to cheat in a game. It's not just injection. You can use something external. There's so many different things you can do to bypass, the anti-cheat system. But other than that, it will decrease the number of cheaters you're going to see in game, which is a positive thing. But another negative in terms of the anti-cheat system is the fact that cheaters who are trying to get around the anti-cheat system are going to basically going to be able to constantly try to bypass it over and over and over again. And at that point, it's going to be very, very weak. It's not really going to do that much. So if you focus way too much on the anti-cheat system and not on the cheat detection system, you're going to end up with a lot of cheaters in-game. And the result of this kind of defeats the purpose of the anti-cheat and cheat prevention system because, the cheat prevention system's goal is to reduce the number of cheaters in-game, while the cheat detection obviously is not. Now, the cheat prevention, obviously is not going to be the best long-term because it's going to create a lot of cheaters long-term because of the ability for cheaters to bypass it. I think, personally, the better option is the cheat detection system, where you have a system that is quickly banning players, but is not banning them quick enough for people to bypass really fast, but, is banning them quick enough for there to be a decreased number of cheaters in-game. Now, a cheat detection system is something which, allows cheaters to cheat in-game, but obviously bans them over a period of time, and I definitely think that that is a better option for Hytale. Now, that's what I recommend. I don't think that they should invest that much and focus that much on preventing cheats, because there's so many ways to get around it and stuff of that sort. Now, that does unfortunately mean sooner there's going to be a lot of more cheaters in-game, just because it's going to take them a short amount of time to just get into the game and start cheating. But, long-term, if they focus too much on the anti-cheat itself, there's going to be a lot more cheaters in general, because obviously it's much easier to cheat in general than be detected. So, yeah, that's just my view on it. I think Hytale should really focus on a strong cheat detector for the game. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys have a different view on it. Maybe you guys want, them to do both. But I think that that is definitely the better option if you have to choose between two. But if you have any suggestions or any comments about this, comment down below. Leave a like on this video. Join my Discord. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.